An actor Jonathan Majors is arrested in New York City, accused of assault. Police say Majors, the star of Creed 3 and other famous films, was involved in a domestic dispute with a woman. Officers were called to an apartment this morning in Chelsea. Police say the woman had injuries to her neck and head and was taken to the hospital. Majors is out of custody tonight, facing charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. His spokesperson told us, quote, "He has done nothing wrong, and we look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up."
What do you know so far about it?
What I know so far is, and I just got this from CNN and everything, he is being arraigned. It is going before a judge. I don't like that because if the woman she made her initial statement.
But wait,
Saturday
does that come
morning.
out today? He's still going to be arraigned?
Yes, just a couple hours ago. I just put it on Twitter because that tells me the state is taking the case. So that means you're going off of her initial statement Saturday morning. You care nothing
and
about
not the two written statements that she put out prior.
But you would like to think that a district attorney is not getting ready to waste the state's time with video footage that clearly exonerates the defendant.
That's my thing. It's like, so what is it that we're basing moving forward on? Because prosecutors don't like to fail up against two written statements recanting the original claim and video evidence. What else could there be?
The original claim is this. Okay, this is what I'm getting, and I'm just saying what I'm getting. I'm not saying it's true or not true. He received a text from another woman. That's when she had her emotional duress. Hey, as I said in the video, I've seen quite a few people having emotional duress.
You gotta be specific about what she said too, because it's a gap. She say, "I saw something in his phone, right? I confronted him, and then the next thing she says is, oh, he choked me and smacked me." And immediately when I seen that, I'm like, yo, what's missing? Something missing in there.
Everybody knows it don't happen like that. No, she thought she was the only one you were smashing.
Absolutely.
And that goes back to my point. He has nothing to lie about. And when I say he has, if he allowed this woman to believe that she was the only one, that's on him. She's not on your level. She's with you because you're you. If you were you and you weren't you, she wouldn't be with you. So the only reason why she's with you is because you're you. You don't have to lie to this woman. Don't feed into her ego. Let her know you're nobody to me. You're here with me for right now. And if somebody hit me up and they look better than you, you can either be a part of the fun or you can go home.
Some variation of that, because everybody ain't just gonna give it to you dirty like that. But
that's
you should have some sort of understanding with her for where this kind of stuff is not. Which, I mean, this shit happens all the time. This shit really happens all the time. Somebody look in somebody's phone, somebody get upset, they grab for it. I might snatch back, I might push you away to keep you from getting my phone. You might start grabbing for it and hit me in the face. Like, this stuff really happens. It does. You done had 10 of these arguments in your last 10 relationships, but now you acting like it's something dastardly with Jonathan Majors. Not to mention, I can't believe that this woman, okay, boom, I'm going to go tell the police on Jonathan Majors. I'm going to get him arrested. And immediately recants this statement, knowing what she's holding, knowing the steps she just took, alerting everyone in the tri-state area that Jonathan Majors just got arrested. Right? If you don't back off the shit that quickly, if you are thinking about pursuing something like that, seriously.
Mark, watch this. That's you starting from C. As I told my wife, I start at 0 because that's where the number start at. Or I start at A. That's where the letter start at. I don't go nowhere else. This happened Friday night. Y'all went to your own respective homes. You went to your house. He went to his house. Y'all didn't go into the same house. You went to sleep. Let y'all tell it. The dude slapped you so hard, he left an abrasion on the back of your damn ear. You slept on it.
Yes, there was bruises on. And listen, man, this is not a drag the victim. We didn't already put out a video. Yeah, we didn't already put out a video. We talked about it. If he's guilty, go get him. Go get him.
It's an
I'm just pointing
educational
out the
thing.
inconsistencies in what's being, put forth so far.
It's an education thing. To me, what transpired was you and him so cool with each other, so comfortable with each other. Y'all basically had a conversation about like, well, don't call the police. You know what? I'm gonna go to sleep and think about it. And if I feel some type of way about it tomorrow morning, that's when I'm gonna call the police. Huh? No, you've been physically assaulted, ma'am. You're supposed to call the police. It's 3 people that was wrong right then. If she was physically assaulted and the cab driver saw it, or if
that's what I'm saying. She never even mentions the witness who's in the car with her. She don't even bring up the fact the driver, like, does he stop driving? Did he tell y'all to stop fighting? Did he do anything?
When this transpired, what was supposed to take place was this. If she don't call, the cab driver is supposed to call to protect his or herself, because this altercation is taking place in your vehicle. If she's physically assaulted and she feels like she's being threatened, she's supposed to call. If Jonathan Majors, being who he is, knowing what he has to lose, feels like this woman is lying on him, he needs to make the call. It's no different than what I tell dudes when they like, man, I got her pregnant, she gonna start tripping. Take your ass to the courthouse and put yourself on child support. Don't wait on her. Don't wait on her. You know you got a child. Okay, go down there. You can ask for the DNA test and everything like that, but you handle it. Don't leave it there. This started off wrong. I'm married, but let's say I'm not married. Let's say I'm kicking it with Mary J. Blige. Do I really think I'm the only one? I'm really finna act some type of way if it's another dude texting her in the car?
Look,
you know what?
I don't want to take it quite that far, because that's asserting that all celebrities have to be unfaithful, and I don't think that's the case.
This is how you protect yourself as an individual that's dating the celebrity. You're responsible for protecting your heart. This celebrity has not promised anything to you. As I said, you're not married. You don't have any children. So there's no reason for the celebrity to be loyal. I'm saying whether you're male or female, go in and protect yourself. You don't know this person. They don't owe you anything. They don't. Someone lied. And I'm not talking about the offense taking place, someone lied and someone believed a lie, or someone believed more than they should have been, as in you thought there was more to this relationship than what it was. And it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Fine. Let's start. You started at 0. Let's start at 1. If that's 0, 1 is regardless of how you are treated, or regardless of how you feel like things are going right now in this relationship or non-relationship, whatever it is, do you have a right to someone's phone? Do you have a right to take someone's phone or even confront them about who they ultimately, right? You just said it. No kids, no ring. You just are who you are. Do you have a right to confront someone over who they're communicating with? Even if it is a woman, you have a right to confront. Now, we certainly know that he doesn't have the right to hit her because she confronts him. That's later on down the road. But I'm saying though, do you feel like you don't have any titles, right? You don't have a ring. There's no children involved. There's none of that. What right do you have to confront him about anything? Just like you were saying, there's no connection there. So what is this even about?
You know, my grandmother told me one time, she told my first wife one time, she said, everything that you see ain't meant to be spoken. Everything that you see ain't meant to be spoken on, and you got to choose your battles. At the end of the day, if he did receive a text from another female, let's say he did, ma'am, you with him right now. You in the catbird seat.
Yeah.
You can do whatever. The woman that's texting him, she's on the phone. If you're confident in yourself,
in the cab with him.
You with it. You with him. You with him. Now see, watch this. And this is where, just like I said, we're gonna keep it 1,000 and everything like that. She could be texting him, but who he with? If I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all I'm a dude. If a female texts me and everything like that, she's trying to get where the female in the cab at. By me. It's the reason why I chose the female in the cab as opposed to the female that's on the phone. It's a reason for this. Now, watch this. maybe she wasn't able to make it, and you the substitute. But you here. You here. If you are in my presence and you're an attractive person, you see what I'm saying? If you're in the female's presence and you're an attractive dude, you in the male's presence and you're an attractive woman, you're already in the catbird seat. You have everything you need to keep that person's interest off the phone.
Yeah.
This is just being real. People don't want to hear that, but no, it's just being real. I can just as easily say, John, when it got heated, you should have got out the cab and left. What you staying in the cab for?
Yeah.
Who you need to talk to? Do you owe her an explanation? No. You don't need that cell phone.
If somebody is going to put you in physical jeopardy, that's most likely not going to end up in a good space, because it's only so much restraint you can have, right? Because in a close quarters like that, if somebody's being physical with you in any kind of way, it's so easy for it to go left. It's so easy for you to catch a hand or get poked in the eye or get, swatted, and y'all grabbing, wrestling over a phone in a back seat. Like, that's too much. It's too much to be doing. What all of this is adding up to me about is, okay, y'all had a dispute over him talking to other women in the back seat. Sounds like things got physical, or maybe that's been exaggerated. We won't know until we get the video, but something happened, and an emotional response happened, and then a thought out response followed. Is what I'm picking up from it. You went there, you made your report, you got him arrested, and then it seems like within that same time span, some sort of senses were come to, some sort of realization was made that, people are saying, oh, he paid her off to do it, right? I can tell you, and this is without ever booking one of these interviews, I can tell you she could make infinitely more money going on all of these television stations, blogs, whoever. So she can get paid a lot more than some hush money for years to go on if she chooses.
Right.
She can write a book. She can sell the rights. It's a lot more she can do with it if she wants to sing, if it's a money thing. That tells me if she doesn't want to go that route, then that's probably not what this is. It's probably not a shakedown. It's probably, hey, yo, things got out of hand. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe we both took it too far, and now we need to walk some of this stuff back because it's getting serious.
And that's the thing that I want people to think. You touched on something earlier. Everybody's been through this. It happens in relationships. And not the physical altercation, I'm not saying that, but we've all been a part of the heated exchange. I'm going to say this because I said it on the video that I did last night, and I'll say it on your video. I have been in similar situations. I have. And it pretty much occurred for the same reason it occurred with him, if that was the reason. You know what I'm saying? But in neither situation was I the aggressor. Am I the strongest person in each situation? I am. I can't tell you in each situation I was the biggest person, but I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, I was always the strongest person in each situation, but I wasn't the person who was physically aggressive.
No. More
often than not, each and every time, I was the person that had to defend themselves. We don't talk. We knew this. We've seen this on social media. We've experienced it in reality. I've experienced it in reality. You get a lot of this. Somebody on your head like this. You get somebody running that.
Remember homeboy that had all of the anti-black woman tweets and all that other stuff? The one that got caught up, he got murdered by the old girl, and she tried to say that he assaulted her, and then we looking at elevator footage of her smacking him and pushing him and doing like, we're not about to sit there and act like that stuff doesn't happen.
We know this, and see, it's time for a spade to be called a spade. It's like, no. And when I'm saying this, my point of emphasis, I'm saying this to the brothers, to all the men out there. When you find yourself in this situation, walk away. If you cannot walk away, because I've had it where a female wants to stand in front of the door, and the door is literally, you're trying to get out the front door to de-escalate the situation. Fellas, if that's not what's going to take place, call 911. Tell them you're being detained.
Yeah.
Do not physically engage a woman. It's not worth it. And some of them have no problem putting themselves in a situation in which you're going to respond to them like they're a guy, i.e. touching you on your forehead, in your face, talking to you in fashions in which they're now spitting on you and everything like that. You're going to get angry. That lump is going to get in your throat, and it's not worth what's going to transpire. Damn your ego. Forget your ego. Forget your masculinity. Forget somebody questioning your testosterone level. If you find yourself in that situation and you cannot get away from the woman, call the police, 911, and tell the operator to stay on the phone with you until help gets there. That's my take on the situation. In regards to Jonathan Majors, I hope it's not right. If he did assault this young lady, he should be punished. If he did not assault this young lady, I don't want him losing a damn thing. If the young lady is remorseful, it got out of hand, let them two be adults. It's a piss poor damn shame that she can say this, but the district attorney is still finna run with it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. But
because
hey, look, the thing is, the benefit is that we live in a time now where none of this stuff is going to stay quiet. So if you're actually interested in the facts of the case, we're going to get a lot in the coming weeks, right? And I know I'll stay plugged into it because I'm not one of those people that made some sweeping proclamation about him the minute that this shit came out. It was people that were so ready to jump all over him. And look, I'm just not putting a lot of stock into people making erroneous tweets about Jonathan Majors months before. You know why? Because it had just as much information and detail in it than this young lady's story, right? This was a person who firsthand was there and then recanted their statement. So why would I put any more stock in secondhand information from people on Twitter who aren't even willing to describe what it is that they know, just vaguely down in the man, and I'm supposed to take that as law because now he's gotten swept up into some type of controversy. I'm not playing those games, yo. I'm not going to try this man in Twitter court. Y'all can have at it. Y'all can have at it, but it's bullshit.
I think at the end of the day, it's like I said on my video and everything, both people need help. Two adults, you should be better in regards to escalating situations that get like that. Work on being truthful, being honest, having honest expectations and everything like that. But regardless of how the situation plays out, whether it's true or whether it's not true, my take is both of them need counseling. Both of them need counseling because, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm coming from with it. If she's not his lady, right? Because he has a daughter. If she's not his lady, then someone needs to talk to him about how to maneuver these wars out here, how to be involved with women you're not really involved with, how you should carry yourself. And
I mean, and I don't put too much on that because it could happen. Even if he was making all the right decisions, he could have still ended up in this. He could have had a conversation with her. We don't know. He could have laid it out to her exactly the way we want her to, and she could still react this way. It doesn't, there's no rules to it.
Be able to spot red flags. Watch this. And when I say this, I hope you understand where I'm going. Magic Johnson and Robert Kraft. Only one person got in trouble for hiring prostitutes. Both of them did it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think what he got the HIV, that wasn't it. But what I'm saying is, there's a way that people do stuff all the time and don't have no problems. There's celebrities out there right now that, kick it with females and everything. The thing is you're better than this. And if you don't know how to do this, somebody need to tell you how to do this because this shouldn't happen. It's too close. Like everybody's saying, man, your star's on the rise, dude.
No,
you gotta be able to navigate.
You are here. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You gotta make better decisions. And I'm saying this as an older man. I would love to tell you that the female that I saw when I initially saw her, that if I saw a red flag and I didn't ignore it, that red flag didn't come up later with words. No, you see what's going on, dude. You gotta be better than this, dude. Like I said, even to the point, Marcus, where when you get like this, and I understand the tension, you were in a cab. Was the door locked? Hey man, let me out. Pick up the phone, call Marcus, say, hey man, she tripping. Like, these are things that lessons we need to teach men to be able to survive these encounters without it getting physical, without it getting to the point where there may or may be a
men and women, because it takes two people to navigate these situations. And as much as you are right, you're correct. You're correct. We should teach young men how to navigate these situations. But at the same time, it takes two people to argue. And if one person is of the right mindset and they want to get away, and just like you described, the other person is of a totally different mindset and they don't want you to get away, you ain't gonna get away. It's got to be both sides of this. We both got to come to a better way of coming to a resolution, even in the middle of something as ugly as what was going on.
Well, what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna let the women talk to the women, because I understand they might not.
You're right. I mean, but it's still worth saying. It's still worth saying because it's the truth. I can be as responsible and as calm and try to give you as much information as I think is necessary to give you. But at the end of the day, if you feel away, you're gonna feel away. And if you don't have no checks over your emotions at the moment, it's going to escalate. And one of us or both of us is going to raise our emotional level at the same time. And it's never going to end up good, ever.
I gotta go. Oh, you ain't gonna let me out? Hold on. 911. Yeah, this is bro. Age and wisdom comes with age. I'm here to tell you, you'll never, because I've been through it before. And there's certain things that I like doing as a man that I can't be locked up for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? I just, it ain't gonna work. Like, and I really want to tell every dude that, like, there's certain things you can't do when you locked up in jail, right? If you like hooping, if you like the female persuasion, that's not available in jail. So you need to do, and then watch this, fighting. What you finna fight with another dude for? I don't know where your hands been. I don't know where your hands been. We finna fight and not get paid.
All right.
Time out. But yeah, that's my take on it, man. So yeah, fellas, Jess.
I just hope I hope we figure this all out, man. And I'm not jumping to any conclusions. So
did y'all hear that Jonathan Majors did actually make the call to NYPD? Supposedly he made the call, and that's why they came out. And then supposedly from there, the NYPD had to make an arrest, and so they were required to.
Why did he get arrested?
They had to make an arrest, and they did it on him, according to the new news I got.
Bro, he the caller. That makes no sense. But somebody just told me that the other day. They said they the ones that called the police, and the police got a homegirl told me, she said she called the police. Some bikes were stolen off of her daughter's porch. When the police got there, they arrested her daughter for a 20-year-old warrant.
Oh, well.
For assault and battery. No. You can't arrest nobody on a 20-year-old warrant for assault and battery. You know why? The statute of limitations for assault and battery is 2 years.
Oh. Damn. Damn.
So,
but that's crazy. We are gonna find out, because it's gotta be something. You would think it's something big. I don't think they would drum up all of this news over if they didn't have nothing.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, because at the end of the day,
Why would you set yourself up for failure like that, though? They have a strong case against it at this point, from everything I've heard. We got Jonathan Majors making a call. We got the young lady recanting her statement. We got a video in the taxi cab. Like, I feel good. Let's go to trial. What you doing?
That wasn't the system.
I get it. No, believe me, I understand the dynamics is there. But I'm just saying, like,
some people don't. Man, January 6th, like, stop playing. January 6th.
You don't want to come off like that, though. You don't want to seem like, oh, we doing this witch hunt on this young black man. You don't want to get painted like that. So, like, why would you play around like this?
They don't see it like a witch hunt, Marcus. Me and you asked a logical question. With Josh just introducing, he the one called the police. We know it's two statements, two witnesses. The woman is recanting her statement, and the DA still had him arraigned. If you know it's a videotape out there and you've seen it, now see, that's the thing. We don't know if the district attorney has seen the videotape. But the defense attorney has been saying there's video footage out there. Before you ask this, before you arraign this dude, because now you're costing taxpayer dollars. Yeah. Watch this. You know why you want to prosecute this? Because you want Jonathan Majors you want that on your record. I prosecuted Jonathan Majors. It looked good if you're a district attorney.
What if you don't get him? What if you don't get him?
You think you can, you don't care. This is the society that we live in. We have people that act off of stuff they know they can't do anyway. I keep going back to it, January 6th. That's a day to me, when people talk about it, if you would have told me that there was going to be somebody that was going to run on the Capitol, I would not have thought it was going to be somebody Caucasian, because that's not the group that's been oppressed in this country for the significant period of time. They've been getting what they wanted. But as soon as they felt slighted, what did they do? So you have somebody, if I'm a district attorney, I'm calling his lawyer to the office. I need to see the evidence.
For sure.
Let me see this videotape. If you let me see this videotape right now, I'm dismissing all charges. Like, that's the other common sense conversation. You want to see the videotape because it's true. As a lawyer, you never ask the question you don't know the answer to. So if you're the district attorney, what do you know that the defense team don't know? Because you've been arraigned there. And who dismisses charges more often than not at an arraignment? It's the district attorney.
Yep.
What's the likelihood you dismissing charges you introduce? Unless somebody
it only comes like that if you feel like you have a strong chance of losing, or you don't think you can convince a jury. So
right.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's something else that we're just not getting as of right now. But with the amount of information that his lawyer is putting out, you would have thought if they had something like a smoking gun, they'd have used it by now. But we'll see. We'll see.
All
right, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Definitely, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I didn't want to talk about Jonathan Majors yesterday, but I was like, man, somebody got to just.
Nah, we got to. Somebody.
Yeah.
We got to. So, if not, they'll run with their own narrative about him, and it'll be over with before it even starts.